Good day to you all. Siege here. Let me be the, well, potentially the first, or maybe not the first, but at least one of the people today to wish you a happy St. Patty's Day. If you celebrate that, I'm sure some of you may potentially already have been celebrating so much that your St. Patty's Day might be ending sooner than others. But I think that's within the spirit of the holiday. Hey, Kevin, how are you, buddy? So, as you can see, I decked out my Ash here, who I will be playing with because, boy, I've been having a lot of fun with him recently. So much fun that I actually got the, like, Honor of the Lotus, you know, the half offer. And I was like, man, we need to upgrade the skin here on this boy. So now we have, and I am excited. So, first things first. I noticed there's a gift from the Lotus. Says our little warm-up like we always do. We're just gonna, oh, perfect. This will work out great. It's really oh, I gotta do my Iatan hunt this week as well. So I'm gonna hop into this thing real quick. I don't know if anybody in the stream is interested in joining me. Maybe I'll give a second just to see. But you know, it's a survival and all, and that's, as I mentioned in the title and in the description, that's every stream goes to survival. So let's just call it that. And if we deviate a little bit, I'll just change a little bit in the description of the thing later. That's all. It's much easier. So, okay. Hey, what's up, Cosmic Peep? Zelda Meister. Martin, you want to join in? Okay. Let's do it. Are you on? We can do this real quick. Get it out of the way. It'd be like a mini survival to rev up for the regular survival. And then in the process, what I need from you guys today is a little bit of your collective internet knowledge, if you will. See, here's my problem. I am working on, currently, a video involving Samodeus. Right? So, there's all kinds of things you can find online about, you know, about little bits and pieces, right? But the problem is that as far as like any what I would call concrete knowledge, there's like very little, if any, like what I would call like solid. But we did see in a recent dev stream that like we are going to be finding out more about this Samodeus. For you that don't know who I'm talking about, which I'm guessing everybody does, but like it's weird. People, I don't know if like this is just like something that I'm missing here or something, but like if the Cephalons are just basically like information with light technology forming their abilities, and like you know they can form anywhere and go anywhere, then like I think it's pretty obvious that like not only is Samodeus like not dead or not gone or anything else, like he's right there. Hey Shark, how are you? He's right. He's literally right there. Like it's not like a representation or like a picture of him for the sake of the Riven. Like they don't do that in this game. Like they specifically say that like Cephalons, like they're in the game, but they're like they're information and they can move around to different places. And also like they've made mention in the past that like Cephalons don't necessarily need to communicate with you if they don't feel they have a reason to. Like they're not a social being. They're an AI construct, right? So at the end of the day, like if they don't have a reason to communicate right now and say a word to us, then they're not going to, which would explain why they've never really said anything. But that's him or her. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's right there. He's right there. He's not a mystery. He's not some kind of myth. He's sitting there. Like, his little symbol is sitting on the Riven mods themselves, but furthermore, like, it's that thing that is the exact same thing. Wait, where was it at? I was looking at this as I'm trying to go over information and whatnot. Like, I was looking at this and I thought to myself, wait, where's the one with Ortis? Yeah, whatever. There's one where you basically see Ortis speaking to us. I think it's like way in the beginning too. But essentially it's like him talking about like we got to speak. He got to speak with us. I can't find it now. I'm a terrible streamer. I know. But I'm really looking for this. Just to wait. No, that's not it. No, I can't find it. I think it had something to do with the Cephalon mission, maybe. Yeah, this is it right here.
Operator,
okay, look.
you are hearing this. I have failed to.
There's nothing different between what we're looking at here as a Cephalon and what we were looking at over there as a Cephalon.
Before he claims more of my kind.
Hey Ken, how are you, buddy?
Forgive me.
That one guy, how are you in? You want to get in here? Okay, so essentially what I'm saying, just join into the party here, but essentially what I'm saying is like, you know, that Cephalon is sitting right there. So we have that. If you go to Suda, we can't save your changes right now. What? Whatever. Okay. We can't, you know, so you got Suda, who's sitting right there. She looks identical. Like, Samodeus is there. He's just there. That's it. So, you know, and for people that don't know his significance, Samodeus is the creator of all of the mods.
A new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
And not just in like a kind of a general way per se. He created the mods as an actual like entity, like a system that these things could literally be created and stuck into items. What? Uh-oh. I gotta mute you guys for a second here, that's all, but that's okay. Well, not sorry about that, Nightwolf. I took the wrong thing. Just in case we get a little feedback static, because sometimes it happens. But well, Ken, no, I didn't touch on that. The fact that that Samodeus essentially, I guess you could say then that he was one of the few Cephalon that like willingly. Well, I guess we don't know there was few Cephalon. Really, the only unwilling Cephalon that we really know about is Ortis. But hey, there he is. Nice. Oh, hey, that's a great looking guy you got there. Uh-huh. It's nice. Oh, yeah. Hi. Hey, hi. Hi, everybody. Hey. Yeah, it didn't, that's a good point. Didn't Suda have like a similar like story arc too, that she was like losing her mind and that's why she wanted to be put in? Well, I guess maybe they could be two different things if you think about it. Again, so what we were talking about earlier, the point here of today's stream is going to be that there's all these little tidbits along the way. I mean, Warframe's been going for a long time, and I've been in the game for a couple months, for, you know, good amount of months, but not even a whole year yet. And there's little things that aren't going to be able to be found on Reddit or, you know, like, unless you dig like really deep through all the little replies and stuff like that. And honestly, I can't do that. You know, so I was hoping to hopefully get everybody together today, and what we can do is we can kind of gush over the information that we have regarding Samodeus, being it, you know, something that you just know definitively, or something that maybe you've heard potentially from a tweet, or something that was like kind of passed by during an older dev stream, like someone just saying a thing or talking or whatever, you know, and even speaking what you would consider, you know, speaking out of their ass, if you will. Because I guess the way I look at it is there's really nothing that's not on the table now that they talked about recently that they are going to, in fact, at least be touching on Samodeus and you know, like lore wise. So we're gonna get an idea at least what you know, what the story is with that. So yeah, I'd love to know what Simaris was like in a in a previous life, because he's a dick in this current life. So, you know. Oh, yeah, Killerware, I apologize. I'll get you into the ship as soon as we're done here. This one isn't gonna be the full survival. This is just so I can grab some of the goodies today. So, like, I know I told you guys I was taking a little bit of a break from Warframe, right? And I would still say I'm sort of, like, kind of on that break, sort of. But the game's been, like, calling recently. You know, like, I've been getting that itch. Oh, that was a nice, thank you. I'm getting that itch to play again. Like, a lot. Like, grind again. Which is good. Because it's been a while since I've actually felt that. I'm like totally in for Venus. I literally can't wait.
Shut down all systems. I'm sending life support capsules your way. The first life support capsule has arrived. Activate it when your supply is low.
Oh, and I can't remember exactly who suggested it, but I'm taking the advice of someone in stream last week. I have reverted back to... Wow, everybody's killing everybody. I've reverted back to the regular Xbox controller. I think you guys made a good point in the idea that maybe that was the best move. Which is a shame, because I really like the Elite. I think it's an excellent controller, like as far as how it feels, and like the performance of it is really fun, especially the back paddles. I use those. And I've actually been using, I've been trying to, I mapped the right and left bumper to the back paddles, and I've been using that a little bit, but the problem is I still, like, my mind hasn't completely, like,
life support on
like, given over to that. Whoa. And because of that, well, we should probably find a room, huh? Because of that, like, I didn't want to use it in stream today because I still screw up. You know, what was that? I still screw up whenever I'm trying to do certain moves, and then like my mind like stops working altogether periodically. Like, I can't remember what button it is to do a thing at all.
Another life support capsule is now available.
Well, Ken, we might. I'm gonna look in. We may. I gotta find a day that I want to get it in, because right now, as much as I'd love to, get another stream day in, I've been working again outside of YouTube, which has been great, obviously. But at the same time, it leaves me a lot less time to do what I gotta do. And so I'm just trying to figure out a day that I can get a third game in. I'd like to be able to do it, though. Maybe when, like, Monster Hunter World becomes... You know, the other thing I was considering, too, I don't know if you guys would be interested in this. I could stream, like, maybe twice in a day. Like an early stream and a late stream? Is that something that, like, would be interesting. Like I always looked at it as like I don't know why anybody would want more like 2 versions or 2 doses of me in a day. But hold on 1 second.
I've delivered another life
Sorry about that.
capsule.
Sorry. I mean, I'd be interested to try it. Basically, what I'd like to do, if I could, like, if I could get on a schedule that afforded me some different games, which, like, one that would do that would obviously be one where I could stream, like, twice a day. But it would be, like, it'd be nice to, like, do a couple, like, games where I could just do a straight playthrough versus it being a game like Warframe or like even a Destiny or even like Monster Hunter World. Like once you get to a certain point, there's no real... The fun of the game isn't really in the story per se. It's in the grind after the story's over, you know? Whereas some of these other games, I'd be interested in actually seeing like, you know, just going from beginning to end, that kind of deal. Hey Ben, how are you? What? What was that?
Life support incoming.
Well, goody gumdrops. So, like, we did that stream last week where where I was playing with Ash and using his one in conjunction with the Archiplasmor.
Life support has
Because I do have a nice ribbon for it. It's the first weapon. It's the first ribbon that Samodeus was willing to actually give me for a weapon that, like, as soon as I got it, I first knew what the weapon was, which was amazing, and 2, was actually, like, somewhat happy that it dropped. Every other one that I've gotten, every ribbon I've gotten in this game, I have either not known what the weapon was, so I couldn't get excited about it, or I knew right away it was garbage. Like, I don't know if that's been a similar situation for other people, but, like, that's my ribbon luck. So, like, when this one came for the Plasmor, I was like, okay, like, it's not terrible. Like, we might be able to work with this. And then the fact that, like, you can just kind of do this, like, this little 1 or 2 hit combo where you 1-2, you know, using his augment, and then you can, like, clear an entire room, you know? Like, if it's a lane, those 2 things in conjunction, it's just, and everything's gone, you know? Negative accuracy jab lock ribbon.
another life support capsule is now available.
And that doesn't sound nearly as fun. Okay. Tomorrow, this same time tomorrow, I'll be playing Monster Hunter World. So if you're in, you know me. I think I can hold, I think I have one last tempered Kieran. So if anybody, if you guys are scared, if you're interested in joining me for that, because God, that fight sucks. It's like I do come to Warframe and like it is kind of nice feeling like a god again. In Monster Hunter World, I would say you feel well. He died early. I'd say you feel very mortal. Versus this game, you don't feel very mortal at all. That's what I love about it. All right. I guess you really don't even need it. I didn't even realize these were just 11s.
delivered another life support capsule.
Do-do-do. So guys, I'm gonna actually need to lean on you again in like 2 weeks. I got a kind of an idea for a stream. It'll be like a theme, well, not really a theme stream. It's gonna be a stream with a purpose. So my college roommate is coming down to visit. I moved away from a good far distance away from where I lived the majority of my life recently, and so he was granted kind of a weekend getaway from all his family and whatnot for his birthday to come down. And he's always liked Warframe. The problem is that he's never been able to really get very far into it, like far enough to like dig, get to the good parts of it. Specifically, like the the War Within, or even the Second Dream, just to be able to like actually be able to utilize some of the other fun aspects of the game, the more detailed systems. Not to mention like have the time to get some of like a larger collection of the Warframes and the weapons and stuff like that, so you can kind of like find your place, right? Because I think in Warframe, I feel like a lot of people that haven't latched onto it, like maybe just didn't find a weapon that actually spoke to them, or a Warframe that like really excited them to play with, and I think that's possible. There's a lot of hidden gems in here. So the goal of the stream, I want to try to get him as far into the game as possible. That way, like, I'll be able to like show him exactly what I've been always talking about, like how good this game is. Ooh, wow, that was fail. See you, Ben.
Keep up the good work.
I guess we can leave, huh? Alright, so there we go. Oh, see? You just throw it down the lane there. It's all gravy. I really like this weapon. I don't know why. I mean, again, I'm sure that wow. I'm sure that the ribbon has something to do with it. Stop it. But at the same time, like, alright, I'm coming. Wow, I'm like way far behind the group here. Wowee. Okay. No, he's not going to be starting on a fresh account. It's just going to be... God, I don't even know how far into the game he actually is. I would say... if he's 5 or 6 planets in, if he's made it to Saris, I would say that may even be a stretch. I'm not sure. Maybe a stretch. So that's all I'm saying. But that's going to be, I think, in 2 weeks. So what I'm going to need from you guys is, whenever I went and did a couple of little things just to work on my character, and actually I've been trying to incorporate this into another video, but I got a lot of really good tips and stuff for, like, okay, when you're going from planet to planet, don't do all the missions. Just have, like, a buddy who has already been through the game go send you to this mission, and this mission. This mission and this mission because they're specific ones that you have to do, but this mission over here because it will give you X resources that you need to get to the next thing. That's where you guys are the best. So essentially, that's where I would like to lean on your expertise, if you will, because if we can get him through fast, wow, it's like we're almost synced up completely. That's pretty awesome. If we can get him through nice and fast, if you will, it'll be that much better. I went through that whole mission and I never went invisible, not one time. I can't believe it. It's like a fail. But again, it's just a fun little build. So here's what we're gonna do. We already got 4. So we're gonna do our typical survival, as we do. But as we do, we're going to also talk a little bit about this Samodeus guy. And I got into it briefly for a second, and I think I lost my train of thought, like I typically do in stream. But Samodeus is essentially the creator of everything that we see here. All these mods that you can apparently just stuff into whatever you want, and it's an instant boon in effectiveness, right? And like the best part, God, I hate this Riven, is that he's right there, and he's like, he keeps talking about like this ultimate creation that I guess is all the Rivens together, or is it all the mods together, or is it like, does it signify like more of a metaphoric look at it, that like his greatest creation is essentially that the mods himself as a whole, like that is the creation, and like maybe what he's saying is that, you know, you don't completely appreciate what I have here, you know, I don't know. Again, there's a lot of speculation that can come from like the 10 lines of dialogue that we've gotten on the guy, right? So what I like to do is try to keep my train of thought and talk lore while under constant fire. Hey, Derpy, how are you? Baguette Riven. I just got that. I love it. Ah, it's terrible. So here we go. All right, we got a Nidus. We got an Excalibur. Now, you guys are, for this first survival here, feel free. You use whatever you want to use. Use whatever you want to use. You know? It's all good. I'm sorry, I hate the Hind. I hate it. I hate it. It's just, it fires so slow. It doesn't sound good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't do what I would call like nice damage. I don't know. It's like, I don't get it. That weapon's terrible. I don't know what you, but the thing is what do you do with it? Do you increase the rate of fire? Like, do you maybe add like slash, like killer slash to it? I don't know. Your duration mods to buy Zephyr. Scared, I totally understand. And you know what? That's kind of where I was at recently, right before Monster Hunter World came out. Like, I was getting to the point in Warframe where it was like I kind of did everything that I wanted to do. There's obviously tons of stuff in this game that I could do still, but I did everything that I wanted to do, you know? So I was like, you know, I'd log in every day and I'd do my stuff, and I was hitting sorties more often, you know, just kind of getting some stuff there. Usually Iatan statues, you know, for the most part. But, you know, I just needed a little break, and Monster Hunter World gave me that. Like, I'm really appreciative of like the experience that gave me, because it was like completely different. I'm really enjoying it still. Like, it's a lot of fun, and it's like kind of the counter to everything in this game. So just recently, like I made mention in the beginning of my stream that like I started getting a little bit of a like a deep-seated desire to play Warframe again, because I wanted this experience, and I'm glad I did, because like I came back and like it is even more fun now than it was. I just needed a little bit of a break, you know. I just needed a break. Come here. Uh-oh. God, I don't like. Now that I'm using the Xbox regular controller, I don't like it. It's so not smooth and creamy. Oh, did you see that armor? Yeah, I think you have to with the game with this type of longevity. Like you have to take a break. It's too much. It's much too much. But you know, then you come back and it's like, especially if you come back to something cool. Like I will say that like what they've done with this frame, like the little bit of change that this one's got, and the fact that I never used it a lot in the first place. So, like, now I'm really getting to, like, enjoy it. Oh, crap. You know, that's nice to come back to. Like I said, it's always nice if you get, like, a fun new type weapon that, like, is completely different from what you've already been using. And the nice thing about Warframe is like, the weapons are very, very different. Whoa, God. They're very different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get anything from bows to flamethrowers to energy projection blast things to, you know, just regular pistols and rifles to, you know, things that spit out infested juice. Sticks. Ah! Sticks. I don't want to kill all of that, but look at that. Did you see that? Oh! It doesn't work so well.
For a capsule.
Wow, we'll take that. I've been getting argon crystals like crazy recently. Nah? Ah, yeah. 14 days? Yeah, that sounds... It's, you know, what's amazing is that people have actually attempted to quantify that. 14 days. You've been playing for 4 months or more. It's generally accepted to take a 14-day break to increase the amount of enjoyment you get from the game, to maximize efficiency, if you will. But 14 days, that sounds nice. That sounds about right. Oh, partner. Okay, so we're going to actually get to see. Because last week when I played with Ash, I was not using his augment at all. Oh, shoot it, shoot it. There you go. Nice. Nice, nicely nice. Okay, so where's our room? Yes, I watched it last night. Ah, scared. It's cool. You know what the best part is take the break that you want to take. You know, like you can take a month, you can take 2 months, you can take 6 months. You know, whenever you're ready to come back to Warframe, the best part about it is it's going to be sitting here waiting for you. You know, so that in itself is a great thing. I like that fact about this game. You know, it's nice to know that if you do want to take a little bit of a break, that the game's not going to die, you know, along the way. Like that you always have a game that you can actually come back to if you want, you know. So, you know, say you're in that new game that you're playing and, you know, oh, you've been grinding and it's a lot of fun and I'm going to die. But you've been really, you know, you've been hitting it hard and enjoying it and stuff. There's going to come a time when that game itself, every game, is just going to become stale. And I know that anybody that plays games consistently like I do, which I'm guessing is quite a few of you, knows that when you play consistently, you come to these ruts where you just can't find a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no game at the moment that you're really excited about playing or looking at or something like that. Just nothing cool. And like, it's nice to have a game that you can go away for a year. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, Vor? Oh, stop! What? No, he killed me. Oh, I know why. I had to get a little funny with my build, if you will, in order to accommodate all the mods, because my Ash is yet to have a forma in it, which we will be doing. We will be doing. But like, I have literally no health or shield mods on whatsoever. Yeah, I think I have like a rank 6 vitality on, I think.
It brought me here.
It's all about that damage, baby. Duration.
This death is temporary. My existence is forever. I cannot be destroyed.
Pets don't die anymore?
Tenno, prepare for life support. Additional life support has arrived.
Yeah, my pets will be fine. I know that... What? Oh, that's his... Okay, that's his tether. Or Nidus's tether up there. Yeah, you guys saw that? Wow, you're fast. Saw that little message that I got about my Lakshmi. I think she's gonna be okay. I've never had a pet die yet. Well, I will say that. Yeah, you did. I even told that to the guy that I was referring to in like 2 weeks stream. That I said you really need to get on. You really need to get on Warframe and get all the anniversary stuff, because it is some quality. That skin for Excalibur is so nice. It's so
Get ready
nice.
for a capsule.
It is so nice. The weapons are cool. The Sandana I'm actually wearing because I think that's fantastic. I should probably be using my ability, but I'm not. For some reason, stop now! Okay. Whew. 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 Alright. Okay. These guys with their invisibility, man, they lull you into it.
Capsule is now available.
What? Oh. Oh, man. Look, my guy still went. Well, that's true. That's true. That's true. I mean, I will say that I've been using Excalibur since I got that, just because of how awesome the skin itself is. But
that was a close one.
I don't know. I'm having a lot more fun with Ashe right now. Ashe is like the frame that I've been playing probably the most with. But I mean, you can kind of see why. I don't know if I would be playing as much with Ashe without this weapon, to be quite honest. But that's really irrelevant, I guess, huh? Limbo Prime. I can't wait for Zephyr Prime to come out. I'm actually excited. I'm excited about Frame Fighter. I'm excited about Frame Fighter.
Life support on the way.
Oh my god, that is great. I'm so excited. Like, that was so cool. Oh, I can't wait to see how that works. Like, I was so upset though that like they couldn't get anything. They couldn't get anything rolling there to actually show any of Frame Fighter for what it was going to be. You know, we got this little teaser taste.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
If you're gonna die, that's the place to do it. Yeah, they did, but I didn't see any like actual like fighting. Did they get into the fighting? All I saw was like they had Zephyr ready to go, and then Mag Prime kind of spawned in there, and it was like I was like, oh my god, this is on, right? And then it wasn't on. Like, that's... Wow, Destiny looks great.
Tenno.
Oh, okay. So I didn't get a chance to watch that. So like, let me ask you, did they like incorporate the abilities in? Was that? I'm gonna have to watch that now. Like, I didn't get a chance to see that. That's so cool. Oh, I was so excited to see that. That was so neat. thinks of this shit?
Additional life support has arrived.
Oh, the abilities of the supers. Oh, that's great. Like I said, that's just pure genius. Oh my god. That's pure genius. Like, why would you not? You have 30-some playable characters right there. They could literally come out with their own, like, additional game. It's just smart. Very, 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 very smart. Oh, wait. Crap, sorry. Can I yes your frames? Yeah, I think that's see your frames. Okay, yes, you can see all my frames here in a second. As soon as we get done. Like, it's just an artist that had it. Wow, you see how crappy a shot that was? I mean, he's just. This is just like, it's just. I know I'm spamming one ability. I know, but in fairness, I haven't had the opportunity to spam one ability with him ever. Right, God, see. I like whenever I sit there and like contradict myself while I'm talking. It's the best. One of the joys of being a streamer, you know, because it happens so frequently. Oh, hey, thanks. Okay. Oh, started with the tweet. Huh. So, like, the one thing I could consider for this is maybe, like, a fire rate mod. That actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I'd like to activate this fourth now. God, that is so cool. You know, it's funny. I know a lot of people. I think I said this last stream, but I definitely said it to one of my buddies. I was talking. I remember whenever. Oh God! Holy crap! You should never sacrifice your health mod for the sake of. Thank you. Okay. But I was saying to quite a few of my friends that, like, I hated playing Ash for the specific reason of how his fourth ability looked. Like, I hated it. And I would mention, like, how I would improve it. And it was really, whoa, God! And it was, like, almost exactly how they did it. So, like, it only makes sense that I would enjoy this because it was exactly how I would have done it. You know, I love that.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
You know what? I haven't, well, I'd love to have Ash Prime. I have, like, one piece. I think I have his blueprint, but I wasn't around when he was out, and I haven't been fortunate enough to come across any, like, random relics that would allow me to grab any more of his pieces, like, from other people. So it'll definitely be something I'm looking forward to. Although I will say this, I probably won't be using the Ash Prime skin God, Lord, no. The Ash Prime skin very often because I like this one a lot better. But whatever, you know. I still would like. What are the bonuses? Is it like a little quick armor boost or something? What is it? Get a couple extra. Is it, I don't know. What makes the Prime version of Ash better? I'm on Xbox right now. Oh, good lord. That's the only thing I'm really... I mean, because usually it doesn't seem like the bonuses for the primes are like that, like, amazing, you know? Like, you get a little bit here, you get a little bit there, but nothing that, like, would make it, like, so necessary to have the primes. Now, the skins, like, in a lot of situations, I would say, they make it worth owning the primes, like whole bunches. Oh, what? That's, you know, that's... Hey, Face, how are you? It's 65 to 150. That's nothing to shake a stick at, especially if you're gonna you know, modify that. That's Where'd he go? What? Wait, how did I... What? God, I suck today. You know what? I'm having Ash fun. So I don't care. Mm-hmm. Oh, God! That seems like a lot of... It seems like a lot of base buff, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, beautiful part about that is, like, if you are gonna augment in any way, shape, or form, like, 100% of 50 is nothing. 100% of... Or 65 is nothing. You know, 100% of 150 is at least something. It's not tons, but you know what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. That's possible too. One thing I will say, the only thing I'm not like super stoked with Ash is that it seems like when you augment even for duration, like you definitely can't get the invisibility that you can get out of Loki, you know, like straight up. No.
We have to win this.
Oh.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
I do play the Index. As a matter of fact, I love the Index. The Index is like one of my favorite things in this game. Why do you ask? Maybe I should stop reloading all the time. Mm-hmm. Oh, that is your shield. I very much apologize. Whew. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. it's like if you even like do that little quick lead, if you will, you know what I'm talking about? Well, it's not going to really work so well with oh god, nope. Oh, still got. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking. Oh no 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 no! Give me some energy. Give me energy. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, that's your. Sorry, sorry. I keep shooting your dudes. It's my bad. It's my bad. Oh heck, we can do the index run today if you want. Are you on Xbox? I'm sorry. I can't. As long as, yeah, I'm always down for the index. Like the index is just amazing. Oh God. He's like on the edge. he's like on the edge. Woohoo! Like I was like deep in the trenches there. All right, where's this guy at? Well, Face, I should just go and tell you, buddy, that woo! I do, as a matter of fact. We never use Ash without a dagger. And in fact, I have a really good Riven mod. Ah, crap, I'm sorry. Sorry. I have a really good Riven mod for this thing. Oh, crap, I'm sorry. God, how many Nidus do we have in here? Oh, God, I'm terrible. You're not getting away with that. Thank you. Sorry for being bad. Hey, come here. What? You. Oh, yeah. Ash has all the tools now, you know? That's the other thing about it. Like, this mod in particular, with a decent dagger, like, takes everything that he's already got and kind of accentuates it, right? And then they buffed that. So the fact that there was already a weapon that kind of, like, played in, like, oh, God. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
We fought with honor.
You know, it makes it even that much better. Nope. Oh, yeah. God, it's beautiful. All right. Hey, buddy. Excuse me. Pardon me.
All share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you can.
Oh, damn. You know, see, I keep like... I keep like actually trying to go for the paddles in the back of the thing here. It's just, you know, it's just not working. Maybe because, you know, there's nothing back there. Uh-huh. Okay. Ooh. This value is a placeholder. You could like, a lot of times when you watch the dev streams and whatnot in the prime times, like, you can see the fear on, like, some of the faces of people knowing that at any minute something that they might say, how are you doing this? Knowing something that they might say will be made into some incredible meme later or something like that. Oh, it's funny. Not to mention, like, they were having issues, like, with the frame fighter during the first thing. It was, oh my god, it was so funny. Just feel for him. It's just a placeholder, everybody. Let's be real clear. I was going to say, are you still alive? How? Well, that is true. So, like, okay, so I'm gonna put something out to everybody right now because I just saw a video. I can't remember. You're gonna have to forgive me if it's older because it might be, but it was awesome and I thought it was cool. And I want to say it came from Tactical Potato. I can't remember for certain, but they talked about the idea of being able to play as the Stalker. Oh, what? And, like, I thought, you know, like, kind of as a PvP type mode, wouldn't it be, like, by definition, PvP? It was a Tactical Potato? Okay. I thought that's just a great, like, wouldn't that be PvP? Like, I know, but that's what I'm saying, like, but make it available to everybody. Oh, God, I suck. I'm sorry. I was looking at the chat. It's hard being a streamer sometimes. You have to purposely put yourself in terrible positions. But I thought, like, isn't that by definition? Like, if you could just, if that was a mode in-game where you could spawn in and become the Stalker, like, that was your thing. It wouldn't matter if you were good at it or not. You know, like, because at the end of the day, when the Stalker comes in, like, depending on what level of player you are, either the Stalker's going to wreck you, or you're going to wreck the Stalker. Like, you get to a point in the game where the Stalker really isn't a big deal any longer. He's just there, you know? Like, he could be a minor nuisance. Maybe he gets... Oh, God, look, there's so many bodies here. Maybe he gets the best of you just because, you know, you weren't prepared, or you're ranking up a Warframe and it's level 2 or something like that, and, like, whatever. But, like, that's the extent of this Stalker experience. But would be, in my opinion, would be even cooler is when the Stalker comes in, you never know the level of player that could be playing the Stalker. You know what I'm saying? So you would have to always be on your toes. Sometimes the Stalker, you know, would be someone that maybe, like, just is playing Stalker for the first time, and you would destroy him, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But maybe... Again, the whole point of it would be that the Stalker's in-game thing would be just like he is in the game itself. If he makes you fail the mission, then he makes you fail the mission. That's what it is. But what difference does it make if there's a human being behind it, or if the computer-generated one comes out? Like, I saw that there was actually, like, a couple arguments that, like, people would get upset, like, if someone was coming in and wrecking their missions and whatnot, like, that would be, you know, it would make people mad. But I was like, okay, but I don't get it, because if the regular Stalker comes in, he can wreck your mission. It makes you upset, but you're willing to accept it, right? Do you know what I'm saying? At this point, I am, what I would say, looking for an argument that I feel is valid for that not being something that not only would be it would add some spice and some flavor. Like big time flavor. You know, like it would add a new game type that could potentially be pretty damn fun and give some of the people in this community that have a taste for that PvP combat that that just know they're not going to get it necessarily from the Conclave. Like, it would give you the opportunity to have just a little smidgen, little, you know? I don't know. Is everybody leaving the stream now? Does everybody hate me? Like, I'm sorry. I just think that would be, I think it would be amazing. I think it would be a fantastic idea. And you could make it so that, like, it didn't always spawn in another player. Like, it would also have the, you know, you'd have the chance of spawning in an AI Stalker. But, like, the idea itself would make the Stalker so much more fresh in the fact that, like, when it showed up, you'd have to be on your toes because you never know who could be on the end of that thing. And I mean, like if you're like, say you were you're a Warframe player who's bad as balls, right? Like, you're the man or the girl. You're like, you are the shit, right? When it comes to Warframe, you cannot be dominated. Well, imagine if, like, you got the opportunity to, like, put that and pit that up against, like, other people who, like, also feel that way, but, like, are coming at you as the Stalker with that set of tools. Like, it could potentially play up for some epic battles if you got people, two very good people, like one Warframe player and one Stalker, you know, or both Warframe players, but one Stalker and one just, like, normal person, like, getting into, like, a serious thing. Like a serious battle of, like, wits and abilities. Like, it could be epic. I'm just going to say it. And I think it'd be better than, like, the general Conclave. Because in the Conclave, like, you don't get to use any of your tools. You get nothing. You know? Like, you get nothing out of the deal. You get to play with, like, the bare bones-ist of your stuff. The bare bones-ist of your stuff. And also, I gotta get this thing. I'm just gonna grab it. Yeah, screw it. I should have grabbed the other one up there, but whatever.
Life has been replenished.
I don't know. Say you're awesome with the dread bow. That's what I'm saying. Like, Frame Fighter's awesome too, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm totally stoked for that, but I'm just saying, like, that idea, I saw that, and, like, I was immediately stoked at it's just the prospect of it, and the fact that, you know, it can be done because they've already done it at TennoCon. Like, but making that as an actual playable experience. I want to play as a Stalker. I want to be him. I want to come in there with the creepy ass voice, you know? I want to do the fear thing. Oh God. I'm getting too excited about Stalker. I'm not taking any interest in the game any longer. I apologize. Yeah. Okay, we're back in it. That's fine. They could buff up Stalker's health, you know? They could make it a lot more of an even fight. Heck, they could even rank it out. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the mission that you were going to be, like you could go into, like, rank 0 to 10, rank 10 to 20, you know, like, oh God, I'm terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could do anything like that where it was like you could spawn in and I don't know. Maybe that wouldn't be the best thing, because then you could have people, like, coming in and just, like, wrecking the crap out of these, like, poor new players and stuff. But at the same time, like, I don't know, like, oh dude, like, I'm just it fascinates me for days at the idea of what could be there. I love it.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
For everybody that's in the stream playing, I apologize for not, like, not actively contributing, what I would say, at all. But I'm starting to dig deep into things, you know? I don't know. think a lot of it's going to go back into like I really feel like they're going to start fleshing out some of this stuff. So, you know, ideas like maybe using the Stalker. I don't know. There's a lot of different possibilities on the way. You know, kind of getting into what we were talking about before with Samodeus. My question, well, maybe I should just do that and end it, right? Oh, why are we leaving? Oh, we don't want to leave, do we? Well, everybody's dying. Whoa. Oh, okay.
Life support activated.
I probably shouldn't have done that, but of course I did it. Wait, don't, no, don't, no. But, oh, what I was saying, sorry about that, I got sidetracked a little bit, but I was saying this is like, the Samodeus thing, like, ask yourself this, like, he's been in the game this long, he's been sitting there. They said that they're going to just like start to describe what, you know, the process and like dig into him a little bit, or her. I'm not really sure exactly if it's a him or her. I just assumed it was a him from the name. I assumed. I don't know. Maybe I assumed. Wow, that was freaked me out. But yeah, I miss getting scared too. No, please, no. But with the Samodeus thing, what you have to ask yourself too is like, why did they decide now
Get ready for a capsule. Critical life support
to
levels.
bring the information out?
Best
Like, what
option.
was the what's the significance? Why do we need it now? Exactly.
Life
Perfect.
support activated.
Beautiful.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
Listen, we're fine. We're fine. We've done this before. Oh, you just may see something like
Another
that.
life support capsule is now available.
In fact, that's well, you'll see a little bit of something here coming up. It's still more the humorous side. I got the request recently for a video that was all skit and no actual content. And that may actually happen at some point. It would be, that would probably it'd be very difficult. Not very difficult, but it's just a very time-consuming video to make. But boy, it would be fun. So it's definitely something that I would like to do. But as far as as I mentioned last week, that's pretty much going to be how my videos are for the most part with the skit thing. I think you're always going to get a little piece of that. So. Oh, that's God. I keep.
Learn from the skirmish.
You dead? Okay, there we go. Oh, okay. I mean, I hope that Samodeus does play an important role, but I guess what I'm more interested in is again, what's the reasoning? Well, there's got to be. I think there's something bigger than just explaining Samodeus. Okay, is there any way I can get some energy up in
Another
this?
life support capsule is now available.
I don't do my
Internal
Xeneric
operative
nearly
just
enough.
found. They
I watch
can do
other
this
people
without
on YouTube. They're liking this thing like constantly. Whereas, yeah, no.
Attack us and we will counter.
I still don't think I've given up to the idea that in this game you can be as powerful for as long as you are. So I still rely, as you guys can tell, very much on the weaponry and not as much on the... Okay. You know, if I didn't reload after every shot there, like I probably would have survived that. Problem is, you never know how many shots it's going to take to kill the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you know, but you don't know. So, like, when you go into a battle, it's always, "Way, what's going on back there, buddy?" Okay, that was weird. Oh, Destiny. Destiny's doing, like... Well, you know, the thing is, and I guess the main problem with Destiny at the moment is that it's not doing anything. It's doing nothing. Like, I don't understand what's even happening there. I don't understand why you would take the time to make a game. Make a game a particular way. Make all these changes, especially whenever, quote unquote, you know, they rebooted the game. Make all the changes. Nobody's happy with the changes. Okay. Well, then what you do is you try to improve upon what you have in a way that makes it, like, worthwhile. You don't take what you had and just try to shoehorn what you had back into it. You know, like, people don't want to see the same game. If they wanted that, then they would just pick up Destiny 1. It's already better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already better. So, there we go.
Critical life support. Extraction is your best option.
So at the end of the day, like, that's for me, like, I get nostalgic about the gameplay of Destiny because I really enjoy it, and I do like first-person shooters a lot. Like, that's something I've always been really into. But you know, it's a terrible thing whenever there's this game that looks kind of like the game that you really like, but it's not actually that game. Wow. Okay. And then there's this other game that is Destiny the way you want, but they're not going to be doing anything for it anymore. So it's like you can't win any way right now. And I don't understand. I still don't understand, like, you can't take that long to put these types of updates into a game. You can't do that. Like, if they wanted to include everything that was already going to be in the game, plus all this stuff to revert back,
For life support.
okay, that's okay. That's not bad. But you can't do just one. You can't do that. Like, you're not giving anybody a reason. Like, you told everybody to throw away years of your stuff. Like, throw away all this stuff that you did, all this time that you invested. You told people to do that. And the reason was because you promised that this, whatever it was going to be an experience worth doing that for. And now, here we find out it's not that experience at all. It wasn't worth giving up anything. And so, essentially, what you're doing is you're making everybody go back to, like, redoing Destiny 1 over again. Nobody wants to do that. Like, and then there's so many new games now out there that's like, dude, like, look, you know, you had your opportunity. This happens all the time with people who are in a situation where they're on, like, they might be the only game in town, if you will. They become complacent, and then it even gets worse in the fact that, like, they start to get to the point where they don't even do anything. They put out, like, a conceivably, like, garbage product just under the guise that, like, its name alone will sell, and I feel like that's exactly what we saw with Destiny 2.
Incoming.
You know, but you see it all the time. Look at just in gaming systems alone. Okay, like look, Nintendo was on top, right? Nintendo got complacent, PlayStation took over. PlayStation was on top. PlayStation got complacent, Xbox took over. Xbox was on top. Xbox got complacent. What? How did you shoot me? I was you know, then PlayStation took it back. It always happens. Like, you cannot be complacent. You can't regress. You can only improve and innovate, or the experience you're trying to put out will inevitably die. Ah! What? What did you shoot me with?
Consider extraction.
God, I suck. Where are we at? 46 minutes. You know, that's what it is too. It's like, well, was someone trying to get me now? Okay.
Life support has been replenished.
You know, you build a game around a particular thing. I assume that the game was built around this 4v4 model. You know, I assume that when they were, well, oh, which way are we going? Are we getting out? Oh, we're not going to try to hold the line.
That should keep for a while.
Pardon. But you know, you're working half hacks. I see. I don't know. I just with Destiny, it's one of those situations now, and I feel bad for a lot of the YouTubers out there that like, because Destiny was the type of game that you could literally like. You could apply yourself to fully. Wow. Okay. Well, you're not leaving either then. How's that sound? You show your face. Told you weren't going to leave here either.
Support on the way.
That's fine. But anyway, you guys aren't even, these beasts aren't allowing me to get my points across. Kind of have an erratic mind to begin with. But I don't know. Like as I was saying, like I feel bad for these YouTubers because now they're in a situation where they really don't know what to do.
Life support has arrived.
And you've seen like the gauntlet of
extraction is ready.
Of different like reactions to it, like leaving the game, staying true to the game, trying to fix the game, coming back to the game, leaving again, and it's like such an odd dynamic to look at. Oh no. Yeah. Don't hurt my beautiful Warframe over there. Stop shooting it. You know? And again, well, I guess I'm not going that way. You know, it's what happens when you put yourself in that position, obviously. You know, there's no two ways around that. I get that. But, you know, it's still a shame. And I do definitely understand. Yeah, we can leave. Wait, what's that? Oh, wait.
Get ready for a capsule. The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
You know we weren't leaving without that. Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I need all them synth scanners. We don't pass those up. Never. I like this. Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell you what. That's the other thing too. I was watching another prominent YouTuber, Destiny YouTuber named My Name Is Bife. He was big into the lore of Destiny. You know, very good at what he did. Had a great lore voice. Great lore voice. But he was, you know, he's kind of been doing Monster Hunter World now, and you know, he even had to say, like, you know, he kind of put that out there that he has to get like other people to lean on as far as like the information and whatnot, because he just doesn't know. And I can appreciate that too, because that's, you know, I was big into the lore of Destiny, and I kind of got out of that because of obvious reasons. And then, you know, you get into a situation later where that's why whenever we do the lore things and streams and whatnot, that I ask you guys, because, you know, you've been here for years.
Life support incoming.
It's a lot easier just to get information that way, you know. Plus, you get to see how crappy of a gamer I am. So, you know, it works out all way, you know, always. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, that's a scary thing. You know, I'm sorry for shooting your thing. The builds. I mean, I have my own builds that I like to use, but I would never like make a video on builds. I've said this in the past, mainly because it's just. Oh, God. There. I really like the asthma.
Critical life support levels.
We got 8 minutes. We got to do the we got to do the traditional hour. No. No. Stop putting them things in my way. Neural sentries. Wow, well, we got plenty of life support, huh? Actually, I probably shouldn't fire you. Or should I? I don't know.
Life support.
Hey, Justin, happy St. Patrick's Day, buddy. So, guys, we got to really work on the. We got to put a form in on our Ash like stat, because this stuff can't keep happening. Although I do like this little moment of invulnerability that you get. It's totally worth it. You can take down 5, 6, and you can just keep, you know, like, it does not matter. You can just keep shooting. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, we're doing it. We're gonna have this. Well, that's a good point. That's a really good point. If a company doesn't care about its own lore, how can it care about its fans? It's true. Kind of leaves you speechless, you know, when you think about it. When you realize the finality of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to speculate, but it's another thing altogether to see actual proof. Furthermore, how hard? I mean, if we're gonna excuse me, we're gonna bash Destiny for 2 seconds here, well, or longer. Why can't you put the Grimoire in the game? I don't understand. What is that? What is that? Why did you take it out? Like, it's just a database. How? If nothing else, leave it, or not take it out, but like, why can't you take the data that's already there? It's already packaged nicely in the Grimoire, and just transfer that information. Just put it in the game. Just put it in the game.
Life support levels.
You know what I'm saying?
Is your best option.
Like, why not?
That should keep you going for a while.
Some video, was it I Hate Everything's video? Well, said that one of the terrible things about what they did about Destiny 2's lore, which I totally agree with, is the fact that if I wanted to have like a look at what a particular thing was, for whatever reason, you know, like if I wanted to get like that particular enemy faction or whatever, you know, like if I wanted to do such a thing, where am I at? Okay. Like, I couldn't do it. You literally cannot find out anything about that game without, like, grinding for a piece of gear or, like, going around and finding, like, the 6 scannables that are in game. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is the extent of what you can do if you want to find out about the in-game lore.
For a while.
And that is horrible. Oh, no. That's horrible. That's horrible. I can't take a hit at this point. Oh, really? Oh, nice. That's why it's nice having friends. Hey, Dominican, how are you? I'm so weak. No, I know. You know, it's just I don't know.
Life support on the way.
I'm just salty at this point. That's all it is. It's pure salt. There's nothing else. There's nothing else there. It's just pure salt.
Additional life support has arrived.
No. I disagree. Did you see what just happened to me? I. Sorry for this. Anybody who's wearing headphones? Wasn't expecting to see the laser get me. Wait, what even shot me? I don't... Is it this guy? I mean, is that where we're at with things? Can I not take that hit? What other games do I play? I play a little bit of The Division. I've been playing. Not so much recently, but I can play that a little bit. I mean, there's a bunch of other games I enjoy. I've gotten into BioShock and what do you call it? Okay, goody. Hey guys, I was trying to res this man here.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Look at all that status. You can just spray it around. Oh, okay. Dark Souls, Bloodborne. Oh god, don't do it.
Tenno, extraction is ready.
Okay, I'm coming, Mecha Space Bomb. I gotta tell you a thing. You might already know this,
Capsule is now available.
but I'm really getting tired of Mecha Space Bomb. No! Oh god! You know what? Don't even worry about me. Yeah, we got 20 seconds. God, I am trash today. And oh yeah,
Look what our Tenno op
that's successful.
found.
That's
Could
successful.
not do this without you.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's some interesting things that definitely happen within the gameplay of Warframe. But then again, you know, you see that in every single game. Like, I think Destiny's glitchiness is, you know, it's epic. Especially when you get into times whenever, like, you're talking about the PvP. But then even in, for those of you that are playing Monster Hunter World right now, that like, I've seen the dinosaur move, like, teleport from one side of the screen to the other, you know, like, and it was a teleport. There was no doubt about it, you know. So I want to do the index. I want to do the index. Is anybody interested in doing the index? No, we've barely talked about Samodeus, I will say. A little bit here and there. But again, this is more so, I'm waiting for passive things from you guys. Something's going to trigger in your memory. Like, oh, I remember when so-and-so said this. I remember when this person said this. And that's what I'm really looking for. Because I've got all the data that you can get online as far as looking it up. Hit for jump off cliff. If you're taught, yeah, Monster Hunter World, the best ones are like, as far as you'll be right in the middle of battle.
Everything
And you know, let's be real about it. Like, the game already is serious. Like, every second, every hit counts in a lot of situations. Like, especially when you're getting up through the world, as you will. Like, not quite to the high rank, like full high rank gear. And so there'll be a monster literally on one side of like what you would consider like the particular area that you're playing in, right? And you'll like be on the way to it, like a good distance. So if you'll have sheathed the weapon, you'll begin the run, and then the thing will be in your face so fast, like it will matrix its ass straight over to you. And sometimes it's like a jump scare from a scary game because of the camera orientation. Like, you'll see an Anjanath like doing its little like raptor jump, like coming at your face. Do you know what I'm saying? So let me ask you guys in stream, who we'll try to get some other people in to play. Who wants to do the index? Who wants to do the index? Here, what I'll do is, so who in the stream hasn't gotten the opportunity to jump in and would like to, again, I'm on Xbox. Okay. I'm going to leave this party, guys. Everybody in the party right now, I very much appreciate you helping me out and rezzing me the whole time. And if we don't have a full group, I'll maybe try to get you back in here. But let's see. I'm going to leave this squad. All right. If you want in, join on me. Hey, Stoner. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, we're having a wonderful time. Just enjoying the hell out of it. It's a good day. It's a good day. Here, I'm going to give you guys a little look. Somebody had asked earlier about all the frames that I have. Well, I have them all, but I don't have all the primes. You know, but let me just say, look at this. I mean, guys. Oh my God. That skin is just... Oh yeah, I'm you know, Digital Extremes, they deserve all the success that they're getting right now. Like all the buzz. It's definitely something that they earned, you know? They really did. Look at this. Oh God. That skin is just It makes my nostrils flare with excitement. It's nice. That Santana is gorgeous too. I love the metal. Oh my God, it's good stuff. The options to join are blanked out. They should be. Hold on, let's see what we can do here. Try it again. It might have been because I had other people in the group. Let me do this. I'll do public. Let's see if that might change. Oh my goodness. You can't. Dominican, you cannot get the Excalibur Prime. The only way to get that Warframe is to have been a founder. And I very much doubt there will ever be a scenario or situation that would change that. So unfortunately, I would actually say, oh, I I think I got you in my. I think I got you in my stream here. I think this is the closest thing you're going to see to something like an Excalibur Prime. So enjoy your Dexcalibur skin because this is it right here. You know. You know. That's it. But that's I'm totally okay with that. Like I really am. I think that the founders, they should get something. They should have something that they've, you know, they opted in at a time when Warframe wasn't necessarily going to be a thing. They took a risk, and because of that, they should reap the rewards. And what better way to reap the rewards than to give a frame that can never be acquired again? You know what I'm saying? Like that's solid. That's taking care of not only the new player, but also the people who got you to where you were at, right? I don't think anybody should have a problem with that. Yeah, Mally, what's your what's your thing? What's your name? I can't remember. Are you one of my friends? Can you send me an invite? Are you one of my friends? Is it possible you could send me a quick invite? That'll be a lot easier. That way I don't have to go through the invite process on stream, because finding a person and whatnot is, you know, it just doesn't make for good TV. If you don't mind, that is. But look, I mean, God, look at that. This gear, this armor,
Tenno, there's a
doesn't it look like it was like made for this skin?
Check navigation.
Like look how like the lines perfectly line up, like the colors. Any games I'm looking forward to getting this year? I don't know. There was a couple games I was interested in right off the bat. Why don't you come into this game here, O'Malley? Just join in if you can. That way I don't have to. Well, I guess I can. You know what? Yeah. Hold on. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. Hold on, Justin. I'll give you an invite in a second. Anybody else? Oh, you don't like the metal tints? Okay, so then I can understand, like you know, that's not necessarily wanting or loving it like I love it, but I love it. You know, I love it. And I'm actually down because I feel like it kind of gives that prime aesthetic that you're not, that again, if you're an Excalibur player and not a founder, you're just never going to see otherwise. So, oh my God. Sorry. Sorry. I can only look at it for so long because the awesomeness starts to blind me, and then I have to go away. I have to stop it. Let's move to something else. Like I can't even tell you. Like when I put that skin on for the first time, I was just like walking around my orbiter for a good 15 minutes. Just, I don't know. It was like having a private fashion show. It was really odd. It inspired that in me. So anybody else for the index? I'm down. I'm always down for the index. Let's see. We're gonna go with our themed frame here today. Where'd you go, my good man? We got that new skin now, so I can't. There. No, wait. Oh yeah, God. That's for this year's Halloween. I don't know if you guys can tell who I'm going as. All right, so as much as I love the Plasmor, you and I both know. We all know that's not going to play in here. So, we could go with this, which we probably will go with this. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. And that doesn't matter. Fantastic. PS4, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's definitely going to be the... I wish they had... wouldn't it be nice if they actually could do cross-platform play? That would be... That would be fantastic. D is getting a documentary. Well, I think they deserve one. I'll tell you that. I have not messed with the Corinth yet. I got to build that one. Again, a lot of it has to do with... You know how, like, whenever you get a weapon that you like really enjoy, it's hard to kind of move away from that weapon for a little while, and that's what it kind of was for the Archiplasmor, at least. We just want to do low risk. The Asthma is great. I love that. I love that weapon. I think it's fun. You know, it's got that neat little mechanic in it. You know, that's cool. Periodically, it changes it up. It's a fun gun. Oh, Warframe would be incredible with crossplay, because then everybody would get to play together. You know, that would be the absolute very best. Alrighty. Now, normally I go in here with Rhino. Most of you guys know. So this is going to be kind of weird. I might not do as well, because I always bank on his... his iron skin, which is, you know, obviously my crutch. What did he say? Okay. All right. Do I like not have my? it's quite possible that my heck is not modded correctly. One of those things that you kind of take for granted. Oh, is he dead? That's cool. Wait, is that my guy? I can't. Is that? Oh my god, I'm terrible. Is he dead? I can't tell. Look good from here. Let me get one of these. Let me get a little bit of this right here. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, we don't have our crutch, which is not like the best thing ever. Mm-hmm. Let me go grab this.
Investors, are you down on the index?
Sure, why not?
There's only one answer. Invest more credit. Reward straight.
There you go. So, like, you guys know how I roll with the index, right? Like, I'd like to keep going in the rare possibility that we might, you know, like... Oh! Be able to, like, get that one rare opportunity that, like, the planets align and John Prodman shows up. That would be the very bestest. Yeah, okay, so we're not... There's something up with Let's see if these does any better.
Taking big hits on the index. Points in the open. Carnage. Points.
Oh, okay, that's I can't.
Holding lots of points is dangerous and thrilling.
What is that? Oh, it's a bomb. I'm not even shooting anything at this point. Alright, so here's what I will say. On first playthrough, I definitely feel safer with Rhino. Which I think... Wow, what the hell? Which I think would have a lot better effect for me. For the way that I want to play. Because I'm feeling like at some point very soon, my energy stores are going to run out. And then we're going to be in real trouble.
Come on, Broker. How long are you going to let them do this to you?
Index points up for grabs.
Let me see. Come on down now.
Broker down.
We're going to need all the energy we can get here at some point.
Points in the open.
Let me get that off you here a second.
Then taking big hits on the index.
What? Is that... Did they change something? So it's like a defense almost now? Really?
Index points
When did that...
grabs. Then taking big hits on the index.
I've never seen it do that before. So without spoiling anything, what are your thoughts on the story of Warframe so far? Oh man. I love Warframe's story. I think it's fantastic. I love where it already is and then where it's actually headed. Oh no! Did he take all my... He took all my energy. No. We don't... That is a no-no. No, he just like... Okay. Let me have that off you. No, I love where it's at. Oh! Oh, you creepy walking dude. I don't know if you saw my latest video, but one of the things I brought up in there was the fact that... Oh, God, no, they're suppressing me. Nope, they're suppressing. Suppressing. Brought up was the fact that I see Warframe's story, and I don't know all the ins and outs of it, so I can't really like say exactly if this is correct, but like it looked like they were actually going towards the same type of thing in the beginning with like having the character like not have a voice, like with the Warframes. I don't know if that was always the intention or if it was something that was like, or I should say the other way around. I don't know if they always were intended to have a voice and it was just like it was kind of around the way, but the fact that they added in an actual character that could engage in higher level conversations with other NPCs in order to like, you know, make the story like that much deeper and like, you know, what, is that weird? Let me have this. I'll take all that. I think that was like a huge move for the story itself, and ever since then, like all the story that's come past the point. Sorry with the spoilers if this is for you, but then again, you've been watching my little kid run around here, like, you know, this guy. I'm sure you're curious, but anyway, from that point, like the story has just gotten exponentially more interesting because they had the opportunity to like have the character speak and like have a personality and have feelings and like and desires, and that way when you have that, like the character themselves can be fleshed out, and that makes the character feel more like you, because that's what you have. You know, you have emotions and you have feelings, and every day that you go out, different things happen to you, like tough things and great things, and like, so you can kind of get behind that part of the story itself, and that's what makes a great story, you know. And that's what they did, and I applaud every minute of it. Like, they've just really engrossed me, I should say, with the context of the story. Is there anybody I can shoot? There's one. I need your green thing. Ow. But yes, to answer your question, I love it. Okay. And I mean, and that's fine. But there was a very long period of time that your player had to play without a voice. You know, like, it was just, you know, for lack of a better term, it played a lot like Destiny, you know? How are you still alive? Wow. That came at a cost. Hey, I need that. Thank you.
What a transaction!
Mm-hmm.
Index points up for grabs.
Good night. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Valkyr does sort of have a voice, but it's not like a... Not intelligent. That's not the word I'm looking for. But it's not like a voice that speaks. It doesn't actually... It's not ever going to push a story forward, you know, like a narrative. You can't... I mean, I guess, you know, she could grunt out a conversation. I've seen that, unfortunately, done. Hey, I'll take all your stuff. Thanks.
Not a good day on the index for Neff and his brokers.
Oh, yeah, keep going. So you can keep... Oh, this is so cool. They, like, really changed this up a lot. I love it. Yes. Very, very... Very big fan of this particular game mode.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
I do have a feeling that I'm playing with a heck that sucks, though. Maybe not. I'm getting slash procs. It can't be that bad. It might not be fully modded. But whatever. Give me your green thing. Are there really? There's some unused voice lines I'd like to see. I'd like to hear what they say. Well, I mean, they have said, too, that the Warframes were supposed to be able to have, you know, some level of sentience.
Points in the open.
Wow, that thing is effing me in the A. That's a serious shield he's got.
Big capitalization for Annual Corp.
Oh, yeah. Me all that ammo. Do I need health? I don't know if I need health. Do I need health? Oh, nice. We do have the Rhino. Yeah, good old Hunter munitions. That's all you need. What are you doing? Beautiful.
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Maybe we should get some bonus points, or should we not risk it?
Investors smiling on that capitalization.
Mm-hmm.
Investors are eyeing.
You know. That wasn't what I meant to do. What? Ah, quit moving.
Index points up for grabs.
Whew. Yeah, I thought there was health up there, wasn't there? Uh-huh, yeah. Hey, hey! Well, hell, look at that! Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do.
Lucas, you need to turn this around. Your livelihood and life depend on it.
Will you stop regenerating your shield?
Masters are eyeing those dropped points.
Stop moving. Huh. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I missed him. I wish we did have a 100 munition mod for secondaries too.
Index points up for grabs.
You know they're definitely not gonna introduce something like that now. For fear of it being, you know, the only thing that people will use. Come here. Come here. I can't tell. Is he dead? Okay, yeah, I think he's dead.
Annual Corp is working
Hey,
its way
look.
out of debt. Points in the open. Points in the open.
Oh, you son of a bee. You got a point. Wait. What? Where you at? Oh, there we go. Wait. Ugh.
Masters are eyeing those dropped points.
Get off me. Oh, shit. Wow, I don't think it did, like, any damage. That's some serious shielding we got there. We're gonna figure out a way around it. Ah. I'm terrible. What can I do? Right? Sometimes you just go all balls out. Especially when you don't feel like your weapon's doing enough damage.
Turn of events. Appropriate expression.
Some of the things that are being said right now are just hilarious.
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt. Points in the open.
Thank you. Oh, my nemesis. Dude, that shield is amazing.
Points in the open.
No, 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 let go, let go, let go.
Appropriate expression.
No. There we are. That's how I like to do it.
More points in the vault.
Pulling victory from the jaws of defeat.
Share soar on that brutal capitalization. Index points up for grabs. Broker down. Investors
Put them in there.
that capitalization.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to keep going. I love this. Should we score the last two? Oh, you getting out? That was fun. Yeah. Get the heck. The heck is just a solid weapon you can use until the end of the game. You can get it super early on. As was mentioned in the thing, in the chat there, you can also get the augment to it, which in turn makes it like 1,000 times better. You know, and really what you could do if you wanted to, as far as the augment... Wait, is that our guy? Or yeah, that's our guy. Okay. you know, you can get the augment. I don't really necessarily think it's the best thing to do. You can get the augment as your like level 4 reward for the syndicate, you know. So you don't really have to even spend anything to get it. It's good. It's definitely a good one.
Points in the open.
Oh God. Oh, he's gonna kill me for the same reasons that he did the last time. Something's shooting me and I can't, I think. Maybe? Let me just get some of this health. Or some of this health. Okay, I'm not going to get any of that health.
Annual Corp on the comeback.
There wasn't the health. Hey, see you, Dominican. Appreciate you coming by.
Investors are eyeing.
We'll be doing Monster Hunter World tomorrow at noon and Warframe again next weekend. It's same time. So I hope to see you then. Okay, so what do we need? A, energy, big time.
Investors smiling on that capitalization.
Kind of hoping for a little bit more, but whatever.
Index points up for grabs. Annual Corp on the comeback.
Whoa, what was that?
Investors are eyeing those dropped points.
Yeah, that's our guy, I guess. Ah, God, that's just really screwing me up. That frost is like...
Annual Corp is working its way out of debt.
Hey, dude.
Index points up for grabs.
Give me that. Where's that other guy at? Just saw him a second ago. Is there like a strategy going on? What is that?
Annual Corp is
There's
working
like
its way
18
out of
things
debt.
spinning around me. I can't tell what they all are. Some are green, some are white.
Cephalon Simaris been resequenced as an announcer. Surprise! Look.
If I didn't know better, I believe I'm watching a strat up here. Is that what's happening? But apparently I'm not.
Lots of investors on the floor today. Points in the open.
Mm-hmm.
That broker wants a bonus. Broker down. Big capitalization for Annual Corp.
God.
Broker down. Brokers, trading is complete.
Ah, boo.
So be it. The void giveth, and the void taketh away.
Ah, well, that was still fun. Although you know as well as I did, we didn't get old John to get in there. So at some point, I'm gonna have to go back in. Let's see. Sniper heck. I want to go in blind. Yeah, let's go. The Monster Hunter streams are. I don't know. I'm curious. Good job, everybody. I'm curious, guys. From the people that have watched my stream, is Monster Hunter an entertaining game to watch over stream, or is it something that's? Because I will tell you this, just looking from my views, like obviously my Warframe streams and like even when I was doing Destiny streams, obviously got a lot more viewers to them. But again, that's not the point, you know. Like I play the games that you know, just so if people you know want to see sometimes that you know that's what I'm gonna play. doesn't have to have all the views. If certain people that are subbing watching the game like it, then that's all that really matters. So.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
And you know, as far as Monster Hunter World Story, it's you know,
Available.
it's not a
Check
bad
navigation.
story. It's a you know, it's a story. If anybody that saw my video knows what I think about how they do some of the cutscenes there. I don't know. I don't know. But you know, so like I said, it's a story. It's a story. And let's just see, what were we playing with? Was it a decent build or was it not a decent build? Yeah, it wasn't bad build. It's not exactly what I would have wanted to go in there with, but I just went in and said, what the heck. So now, what do we want to do? I'd like to do one more survival. Anybody else in? Yeah, Shark. If you're looking to go in blind, then that's great. It would definitely be a way to do it. If you play the game solo, I think that and make sure that you do put down when you're putting your quests together. Make sure you put down just one player, because there is a hit point scaling for parties. But if you do that, like it'll be challenging at times, but you know, you should get right through it. I beat every quest, everything that in the game that I went through completely solo. Like I didn't do any of that stuff with the group. It's definitely can be done by you know, the newbiest of players, such as myself. So we're gonna head back in to mod one more time for our 1 hour survival. Anything in particular you guys would like to see me play with? I would actually like to use Excalibur, but I also feel like Excalibur's probably going to get his ass handed to him out there, with the way I have him built, at least. Screw it. Why not? Let's put on a nice sword. Let's get it on. Right? Right? And because we got like a nice chill vibe here today, I would say for those in the group to play, let's just, you know, however you feel. However you feel. Whatever you want to play with. Whoever trips your trigger today. Yeah. I think it's time to bring the old Ferox back out. I think it's time. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, wait. What's happening? Oh, dude. It's first-person Warframe. Yeah, sure, I'll show. Ooh. Oh, dude, this would be like great for like we could do like one of those like Warframe machinimas, you know, like it's the first like picture in your head, you know, like an awesome music. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, whatever music. Put better music in your head. You know. Dun 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 dun. All right. All right. Ferox build, and then we're going. Sorry. I apologize. Okay, so this is the build that I'm using right now with my Ferox. So we got, I don't have heavy caliber as much as I'd like to throw that in here. I can't do it. It probably could use maybe one more Forma just so that I could get that, you know, increased critical chance. But again, between the difference, it was like, what is it, 25%. It seemed to be the best way to go, at least for the time being. I suppose I could always, like, I could take this one, and I could put this here, and then I could put that there, but whatever. But that's the build I have going on right now. That's there's the piece that makes it all happen, which I very much enjoy. All right, here we go. Okay, so you're going to let me play with Excalibur 2. Much appreciated. Here we go. Here we go. And this is what we all like to do. Yeah, I agree. But what I mean, at least with that particular build, I think what it allows me to do, I wasn't necessarily going for a complete crit build, because you saw, like, I also wanted to incorporate, you know, some of the toxin that was natively in the the ribbon that I got. So it's kind of more of a, I guess it would be kind of a hybrid build, sort of. Here's what I know. Yeah, it's true. I mean, when you get into some of the bows, like having 125% critical chance right off the bat with just you know, the point strike mod is, you know, it's par for the course. Oh, how's the stream looking this week, guys? Have we had any issues, any buffering problems, anything of that regard? Let's see, this is where I would really, oh God, look how pretty. Oh yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'll take some of that, sure.
Just shut down all systems.
Okay.
Life support capsule.
I've actually never done a survival with
life support
Excalibur before, so this should be very interesting.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a potential target. Use it. Search for traces of the target.
Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support.
Okay.
Be on the lookout.
So, like, what I like about the Ferox at this point, it doesn't really so much have to do with the gun itself. It's the fact that you can, like, really set some things up, you know, to kind of get into the way you want, right? So, like, if you come into a choke point, bitch. We need more than just one person, though. We can get a couple people in here, and that would be fantastic. Let's see.
Life support on the way.
So everybody's locking down all the points. So I can't really show you what I'm talking about. Hello. Yeah, this will do. Well. Okay. Enemies. Oh God.
Another life support capsule.
Nice when you don't have to do any work. I'm surprised there isn't like a whole like train of people. Where's everybody at? Oh, we decided to go in the other room. Oh, fantastic. Guys? Okay, there we go. Okay, so far the Ferox has been an epic fail, but don't worry. Don't worry. We got time. We got to play Odin. So you throw that there, right? And you just like have them kind of sit right there. And they'll just keep getting pulled to it.
Prepare for life support.
Perfect. Not really, but you know. So like there's all sorts of little things you have to get used to when you go back to playing with the normal controller. Because I used the little these two little levers in the back of the Elite controller that allow for like a quick trigger. And when you get used to just pushing the trigger this far to get it to go, you know, to actually get into, you know, your ADS mode, you get used to that you know, amount of pushing, that time period between the time that your body actually goes to aim and when you can actually fire the weapon. And it's like, it really is different. Some shots so big. I mean, it isn't that much different. I don't know.
Life support incoming.
Hey, subs, what's up? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Oh, thank you. Good. I'm glad to see the stream is moving at a nice, decent pace. No buffering issues, at least off the bat here. One can only hope that that will continue.
Delivered another life capsule.
Boom. Oh my God. Okay, so Doc Holiday, I was not there. We're like really spread out.
Go to extraction.
Go to extraction.
The Opera has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
Honestly, if you were asking me about the mouse and keyboard thing, I don't know if I'm only missing. I can't do it. Like I cannot do it. I every time I just go to a controller, it just doesn't. I don't know. It's all right. Not to mention the fact that I think I've made mention this before, but like you know, it could be from years of playing. It could be from years of sitting in an office and having to type and crap. Choose whatever you want. But like when I play, I actually have to play with, especially on my left arm, I have to play with like a brace. You know, it's the way it is. So the keyboard, like especially with the WASD, the movement of it has just made it like. That's not the greatest thing. Let's put it that way. at least with the controller, you do have the ability of, like, especially with the Elite controller, you have the ability to kind of keep your hands in, like, one basic position and not, you're not, like, if you have it at the right height, you're not going to stress your wrist like you will with the keyboard. And I'm sure, you know, I could get an ergonomic keyboard and whatnot to, like, kind of alleviate that. But, like, at least for what I have right now, it's just, I don't know. It's been wreaking havoc.
This death is temporary. My existence is forever.
Oh, strict 4, shut the hell up.
Now I will stop them. Now I am changed. Reborn.
If you've never played with the Vacor Marilock, like, I highly recommend giving it a shot. It doesn't seem like much on paper, but God Lord, this thing is amazing.
Life support incoming. Additional life support.
Not to mention that, like, that Syndicate proc on top of it. Yeah, I'd never, not playing on a laptop. No, actually, like I said, you know, down the line, there could come to a point where, like, I go and get myself, like, one of those really, really super fancy ergonomic keyboards, and at that point, if it's comfortable and it doesn't, like, you know, it's not giving me any kind of problems, because I do feel like you can tell the benefit of playing on keyboard. Like, just your aiming in general is so much more precise, like, for being able to use a mouse versus having to, like, you know, try to, like, take that thumbstick and, like, and get in it, you know, left or right it enough to get the reticle on. And you can do it. I'm not saying it can't be done, but it's just a lot easier to use a mouse. Oh no, don't.
Support on the way.
It's like a hot knife through butter. You know? That's all you see. It's like cutting
Another
through
life
a
support capsule is now available.
perfectly cooked steak. Is that weird? Yeah, like, I think, like, really, when you get right down to it with Excalibur, like, you really only need 2 of his abilities to be effective. 2 and 4. Like, you can use 1 and 3. Sure. Go ahead. You know? Knock yourself out.
We will all share in this bounty. Hold out as long as you...
What skin is that? Okay, I suppose the fact that I went invisible meant nothing. Means nothing to you. Okay, please, fire the gun. Who's down? Anybody down?
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Subs, I do have a nice gaming mouse. I got myself one of those, okay? I was actually lucky enough that with the PC that I did get, I got a because it's a gaming PC to begin with, it came with a pretty nice mouse. I will say this, like, it came with a gaming keyboard, but I don't know what's up with gaming keyboards. Like, if maybe the one I got is just a very bad one, which is definitely possible, but like, the keys are really rigid and high. Like, I don't know if that's supposed to be that way because, like, that's how gamers like it. But I don't know, it's just really odd for me. Uh-oh. here. But let me take you off that spike there. Really rude of someone just to leave you with
that. Get ready for a capsule.
How not to shoot someone, or how not to hit somebody with your exalted blade. Oh God, it just goes through their face, so nice and easy, you know. Oh, I see how it is.
The life support has arrived.
Yeah, baby. Pumping. Subs, go ahead. Right now. Carrot. How long? Roughly. Oh, no. 4-ish? That's not bad. That's better than it's been. Right? Am I right? I think I'm right. I thought we had one stream where like someone was saying it was like 15 seconds. Oh God. You don't go into this room with that. With a gun. You go in with a sword. Let's go get ourselves this thing. Wait, what, where? Where's he at? Mm-hmm. So nice.
The longer you fight.
Okay, it's 14 seconds for you subs. Okay. And where is your head? Yeah, I lose my head a lot in this game. It seems to happen most frequently on Saren for some reason, for me at least. It's very awkward to look at. Ow. Ah, no. Oh, sometimes it just won't do what you wanted to do, you know? And then other times it will. Oh, no. It's like times like these that I wish I did have my Elite controller, because then you can just take a B button and put it right to the back, and it's like so much more comfortable to just keep tapping with the back of the controller. But we have found that using Warframe with the Elite is not necessarily the greatest move, because it just destroys his top bumpers. Oh my God. I just can't. Can't do it. I can't do it, Captain.
That should keep you going for a while.
So I know I'm stealing people's stuff and whatnot, but you know, it's that focus. Gotta get that focus, baby. Can't stop this machine. Not bad. Not bad. We'll take it. Okay. Excalibur, you're a man, buddy. Some life strike in my life. Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad thing. It's another one of those, you know, life strike, another one of those like kind of niche mods to get kind of into a build that would probably suit me better for how I play, but it's like it's one of those things that's kind of eluded me right yet. You know, like I said, the deep niche mods, like, and how they work. Because like in my mind, I always look at the situation like you're giving up something that you love. You know, so something that you at least understand to be a thing of value. Oh, for real? I've heard about this. So what you're saying is subs is to essentially play Excalibur in a team with Volt, and then get ready to go nuts. So are you also saying that your 4 could then be like better augmented with
Can't do this without you.
like Berserker and stuff, like maybe 2 speed mods? Like maybe Berserker and Prime Fury or something like that together. Then you wouldn't have to you wouldn't have to rely on a nice shot. Bitch. Where's everybody at? Here we have a frost in here too? I'm just going to run around a little bit, see what's going on. See how it looks on this side of the planet. No. This is like the, this is like chill mott, you know, like low effort. Just nice and easy, nice chill mott. Running around, just kind of enjoying the scenery. Tell you what though, I don't think Warframe gets enough credit for its shooter, capabilities. It's a really good shooter, like especially for being a third-person shooter. And and I will say, and maybe I'm in the minority here. It's totally possible, but I will say that Warframe is a much better shooter than like something like the Division is. Like in the Division is made specifically to be a shooter. You know, where I actually think that, whereas this game has a ton of guns, I think the focus is really on the abilities. You know, am I right on that? But wait, we have a night. What? What? Where did we get an Octavia? Where did she come from? Oh, good that no judges. Huh? Okay, so as far as like, here's what I would say. As far as Destiny and Warframe are concerned, like, it's hard to judge the two shooter-wise because they really aren't the same thing. You know, like the fact that one's a third person and one's a first person, like, it's a different type of situation. Like, I think I've mentioned this in the past, that like Destiny is what I would call a more intimate shooter than Warframe is. Whereas I would put Warframe shooting directly on par with the Division, because it's essentially the same thing. You go up, you're third person, so you can see around you. You're fighting generally hordes and hordes of people, but you do that in Destiny too. But again, a lot of it has to do in Destiny with, you know, you're trying to go for that crit, that like the headshot every time. You know, that's like a general thing. Whereas in, like, I think when you think of Warframe and the Division, like, you're not looking for precision all the time. You can get it, even better. But I think rate of fire and just pumping as much damage into the target as possible is kind of the way. And not to mention the fact, I think that the models themselves, like maybe I'm wrong here. It just seems like in Destiny, that because it's first person, the enemies are a little bit bigger too, so their heads are like more pronounced. Their crit spots are more pronounced. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like when I say that it's a more intimate shooter, it's like it's more down to the mechanics of the shooting, versus in Warframe and the Division, it's more like you know, you're trying to pump as much damage into an area as possible. So I don't know. I can't really make what I would call an accurate comparison between Warframe and Destiny just in that regard. Like, if we're just talking about shooters, because I don't necessarily feel it's like comparing apples to apples. You know? What am I doing? Now, if you're just talking about the game overall, I mean, you know, Destiny versus Warframe, what I would say is I feel like Destiny was on the beginning of trying to do something like Warframe did, and then decided to quit. Warframe is an evolution of ideas over a 5-year period. So a lot of things are going to happen. It's you know, there's going to be a ton of ins and outs over a 5-year period. And the fact that you also have what I would call the privilege of being able to play with that type of longevity, to know that, like, what you're doing right now, it doesn't have to be for right now. Like, that's the beauty part in Warframe. If you're a developer, or if you're part of a team that's creating new stuff in Warframe, like, the stuff that you pump out right now doesn't necessarily have to be in the game. Like, at this, at this point, you know? Like, it doesn't have to. Like, it can be something that's used 2 years down the line. Like, because maybe everybody else in the team just feels that, like, as far as where you're at in the story, and like, as like a player, like, maybe you're just not ready for that aspect yet. But it is something that it's intriguing. It might come down the road. If you're in Destiny now, if you're one of the people that's involved in Destiny, you never have that type of guarantee that anything that you do, excuse me, one is going to even be like included in the game that you're currently employed on. Wow. Sorry, guys. I should stop talking so much. Hey, Gav, how are you, buddy? Rainbow sucks. I haven't played it. It's to me like guys, no offense, but like the Call of Duty. I don't even know what other Battlefield. Whatever you want. Like those games, I think for me those games are pretty much gone. I can't get into them. I don't find them fun anymore. They had their time and they were great for when they were great, but it feels like we're holding on to like a dying thing. Like this newest Call of Duty, a lot of people like it. Hey, feel free. But looking in what other games like Warframe and even Destiny 1, mind you, had to offer, like, you don't get anything. Like, Destiny 2, sadly, I feel like has more to offer than Call of Duty. And like, Destiny 2 has nothing to offer. So, I don't know. Like, for me, those games... Division's not bad because at least, it delves into some higher progression level things and whatnot, but you don't think? I mean, I'm just talking about like the gameplay, and I mean, I realize that it's a little bit different in that it's more like the Tom Clancy things. not so much just in their story narrative, but like in the progression systems and stuff like that. But I don't know, just from what I've seen of it online, like Rainbow Six doesn't feel very far gone from Call of Duty or Battlefield. It just doesn't, in my opinion. And again, I haven't played it. I've just watched a good bit of stuff on YouTube, so maybe I'm just speaking ignorantly, but I'm just saying the feel of it, the look of it, it doesn't seem to offer me anything that other games aren't offering. Objected. So like, what do you mean by I guess even in a live stream, like what's different about the game? Like I get that the modes might be a little bit different, but I guess what I'm talking about is more so the general overall gameplay dynamic of how that genre is kind of like working out. Like, okay, so when I say that, like, to me, I mean that there's still like everything is very like one level. Like, I know so many people were like bitching about Call of Duty. Oh, we got to get back to boots in the ground. Like, to me, like, I thought boots in the ground is the most boring thing ever. Like, I did boots in the ground. I did boots in the ground for Call of Duty 3. I did boots in the ground for Medal of Honor. I did boots in the ground for Modern Warfare, Black Ops. Like, I did boots on the ground. I don't want to do any more boots in the ground. Like, I want to move to the next step. And like, and I guess, and again, I keep going back to this. For me, I haven't seen a game innovate that type of playing, that gameplay style yet, to a way that I would call is interesting for me, and interesting enough that I would want to delve deep enough into it to get into the game, like, and really delve in, like how I would delve in with Warframe or anything, Division, Monster Hunter World, anything with like significant progression systems.
Get ready for a capsule.
CSGO. See, I've never played CSGO either. That's another one. I know they are playing. They're making- Like, I don't know, from that type of game, maybe it's just not my game anymore. It used to be my game, but now that we've gotten into the space fantasy thing, where, you know, like I can get deeper in with abilities and cool stuff to do and things like that, like I don't want a grenade anymore. Like, I don't just want a grenade. I don't even want to coordinate with the team. I want the awesome weapons. I want unique stuff. I want space stuff. And maybe that's just, like I said, that's probably more so me than it is, you know, overall. But just in regards to, like, what I play on a consistent basis, I don't know. I guess maybe there has to be some level of fantasy. Maybe that's what it is. Fantasy? Power fantasy? Maybe I've been spoiled. Do you know what I'm saying? You finished Destiny 2, huh? Wow. That is a thing. So what did you think of it? And I will tell you, like, anybody like... Yeah, see, so again, like, that's... I don't know, it's just not where I'm at. Or not, maybe not... What was that? People are pulling out all kinds of shit. So, I mean, I'm, you know, to each their own. I'm not, I definitely wouldn't disparage anybody from enjoying it. And I know, like, a ton of people are really, like, down with the PUBG and the Fortnite right now. Again, not necessarily something that I would be interested in doing. It's just not really my game. You know, you're watching my game. This is the type of thing I like to do. I like to play cooperative with people in a situation like this where you can really kind of, you know, accentuate what you got with 4 people. If you're going to play, you know, amongst a group of people, that is. You know what I'm saying? I guess that's the best way that I can describe it. Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, I'll play... Okay, maybe I can't say that. I don't know if I can say at the end of the day I'd play anything, because there are certain things that it seems like I won't play. And I think a lot of it has to do with these games that I have been getting into, the Destinies, the Warframes, the Divisions, even the Monster Hunter Worlds. Like, they require a lot more of you than what, like, a Call of Duty does. You don't have to put the time in with that, I think, to see, like, a similar kind of, like, reward, like a payout as far as your, like, what it does for you in game. Whereas, like, you know, I made mention in my last Monster Hunter World video that I was like 100 and... What shot me? I was like 150 hours into the game, and I still hadn't even beaten it. And I was still kind of, like, figuring out exactly, like, what I wanted my build to be in the grand scheme of things. So it was nice, you know. Whereas in Call of Duty, like, I pretty much know what I'm doing, and again, maybe they have an extensive loadout system and, like, some, like, real methods of gear, like, really dialing in your guy in Rainbow Six. But, like, well, first of all, do they? Stardew Valley. How is that? Never actually. I mean, again, that's, you know what I'm saying. Like, those games are just not, you know, just not my deal. So at the end of the day, like, I'll never get excited about something like that, you know. Now, so here's a game that we could talk about. Somebody had asked earlier, like, if you're excited about an upcoming game, right? one of the games that I originally was kind of excited about was that Anthem. That seemed like kind of a situation that was like kind of akin to Warframe. I feel like it's even more like Warframe than it is Destiny, but you know, like, so I got excited about that. But then with all the bullshit that's going on with these companies and their practices, especially the ones that are like involved with that game, you know, in particular, I'm so hesitant. I'm so wary that like I've almost put the game in a bad spot, like in my mind to begin with. So unless it comes out and just completely blows me away, and I already know now that I'm not going to be like pre-ordering the thing, unless it completely blows me away, like chances are I probably won't even buy it, you know? Like it won't even get to that point. Because they've just done so much to me, or not to me, but in my mind, they've done so much to kind of taint the goodwill of what I feel like they're supposed to be doing. When you sell a product to a customer, like it's supposed to be like it's a partnership between two people, you know? It's a give and take. I have a resource that you want. Therefore, you give me, you know, X currency to get it. We all go home happy because of it. And like I feel like that's not what we're getting now. It's like now it's a situation where, okay, you have a resource that I want. Let me figure out, at least in the gaming industry, how can I get as much of that off of you while giving you the least amount. Oh, no. 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 Nope. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. Come through the door. Thank you. Much appreciated. Taking me out of my super audio. Let's see how things are. Come on. Oh, let me do it. Let me get to it. I'm not getting my hopes up for Anthem. I won't. I won't. I know two major people on Anthem have now left. 2 people. 2 people. Like, and again, so this goes back to my point. Like, when is it going to start being a thing for gaming companies to start having to like actually consider their PR? Like, how is this going on so publicly? You know what I'm saying? And like, and them not believing that it's going to have some kind of like negative ramification on the game. Like, it already has in my mind. Like, you can forget it. I don't care. Like, I don't care what they're giving me. You can free with your pre-order of Anthem. You get the final end game gear stuff with a $20 voucher back plus a free meal. I'm still not. No. Nope. No way. There's no more pre-ordering. We're done with it. We are done with it. At least when it comes to games like that. When it comes to me, and again, this is just me, but I'm done with that. If you've ever had a black mark on your record, like EA has, like Activision, Bungie has, at this point, if you've been caught doing something underhanded, you've lost any pre-order that you're getting from me. Those days are done. I'm not saying I'm not going to buy your game, because if you put out a quality game that really seems to respect the customers and the player base overall, then yeah, not only do I want to buy that game, I want to support it. Like, I want to support you. That's what it's all about. But like, that's going to require effort. No, don't you kill me. Don't you do that. Don't you even do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do that. Don't, no. God, it's just so much harder. I used to be able to flash this thing around so fast with my little stick on the back of the controller. Memories. Oh my God! Why do I just keep sitting in the doorway? Why not move into the door? That way, you won't have to worry about someone killing you. Ah, such a moron. Yeah, there you go.
That should keep you for a while.
You get him? I think I got him. Yeah, I got him. Some of you might ask if I've ever played Excalibur prior to this. And actually, amazingly enough, the answer is yes. Oh my God, I'm so dead. Man, so close. Sometimes when you're streaming, you know, for any of you guys aspiring to ever be streaming, and you act really stupid on screen, what you do is you just don't look at the comments for a few minutes, and then you just try to forget what you did, and you hope that everybody else didn't notice it. And then sometimes, when you're lucky enough, you come back to the chat, and nobody said anything. Hey, what are you doing here? Oh, what? Man! Why do I keep dying? You know what? I feel bad. I'm putting everybody out all the time.
Delivered another life support capsule.
I'm staying back here. Yeah, I'm done putting my neck out. Oh God, no. Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Oh no, no. I'll take some of this. Oh, I'm sure many people noticed. See, oh no! This was just that was a little peek behind the curtain right there. No, please, just shoot it! Shoot it! Did someone kill me from behind?
Operative just found. They could not do this with
Save me, please!
I will consider what I've learned from this skirmish.
Yeah, that's... I mean, again, let's be really realistic about it. I am playing like pure trash, but I'm also trying to talk and have a little bit of fun. It's embarrassing nonetheless, but that's okay.
life support.
Again, this is what you do. You play with people who generally are more talented than you, and your mistakes are usually less accentuated. This guy's just like chilling there. He didn't even care anymore.
Attack us.
You know what though? I mean, all things considered, we're 45 minutes in. I mean, I know this is when it's going to get really rough. Oh God, you know I'm dead.
Life support
I'll
activated.
take that. Certainly. Wait, how did he? What? But he didn't. He wasn't shooting the gun. I was watching the thing. Or was it guy behind me? It's amazing that like
Care for life support.
there's There's no flinch in any of this stuff. Crunchy. Oh, God. No, please. Oh, God. No. Sure.
Another life support capsule is now available.
What's going on in chat over there, guys? Yeah, what are you doing, man? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, look, it's booty. No. 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 Oh, come on. Are you kidding? How did that guy shoot me in a bullet jump? I don't want that. I don't want them to come all the way over here. I shouldn't have come all the way over here to begin with. That was really stupid. This deep into survival. Let's go get him. Alrighty, here we go. We're back up. Really hate autocorrect. Yeah, it's time. It's time for me to die. I've noticed. I mean, I do. Oh God, I do appreciate the idea that they've been willing to allow me to live this long.
Tenno, prepare for life support.
Alright, so I feel like a solid move would be to do this. Don't you shoot me over there.
Life activated.
Keep it up. Keep it nice and fresh. Right? Holy I probably have taken all kinds of hits. Don't ever take anything I say too seriously as far as like chances are if I've died, it's completely legitimate. I'm just bitching for the sake of bitching. I'd say 99 out of 100 when I die. Yeah, it was supposed to be that way. Ah, so there's nobody here. Great. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, don't move. No. What shot me? We're getting down to the nitty-gritty now.
The longer you fight, the more successful we will be.
Who's down and where?
Life support has been replenished. I've ordered another life support capsule.
Alright, so I'm trying to not play like as much of a Nubosaurus Rex here, you know. And also I need that focus. Is my PS4? No. No, it is not. Oh, crap. I was looking at the chat. I'm sorry, guys. What are we down to, though? We're down to 51. We're not doing too bad. Like, we've sloppily made it this far. without really, like, you know... Can I do this? Okay, stop playing around. It's like... It's like...
Ready for
targets on a stick. Oh, God! Can't you let me play my game? Mm-hmm. Alright, we'll just go unadulterated killing and probably get killed in the process. Let's see, we still got some health left.
Should keep you going for a while.
Why does everything seem so slow? Whoa, God. Okay, that wasn't too slow. Not what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. We may just do this. Wow! Again! Again! Oh, I'm so good. Okay, whoa, what the hell? Okay, sorry, it's getting rough in here. You guys can probably see. But it's getting a little intense, obviously. As it usually does around 50 or so minutes. Or earlier. Yeah, I know, I'm spamming it. I'm spamming it. You know, that's all we got left. Actually, you know, I'm like so surprised that like we, you know, come on, help out. Wait, what just happened? Okay. That is one thing about Mott, man. Once you get to a certain point, like, oh God, if you, he like wouldn't come out of his little combo.
We will all share in this.
Oh my goodness.
Hold out as long as
Oh my goodness. Warframe is one of the best games. I really enjoy this game. Come on, man, go in your tenno form, buddy. Grab that. Okay, okay. 5 minutes. 4 minutes and something. We can do it. We can do this. I mean, how could we not at this point, right? Actually, pretty proud at the moment because I don't think I've taken Excalibur into a survival, so this will just be man. I keep thinking that certain ones are gonna die and they just don't, and then other ones do, and it's like it's a really weird. It's a really weird thing with his Exalted Blade, because it's like if you can't see certain times, I can't see like the shield that the Osprey has in the back, and so you're like, oh, okay, you know, there's nothing there. I can take him. I can get it. And then you go and throw a blade, and it doesn't kill him, and you're like, okay, did I miss? And then you can throw like another blade, and like you're asking yourself, like, okay, is it me that I'm missing, or is it my shots aren't actually connecting?
Another life support capsule is now available.
No, no. What is happening in the chat? I go away for 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. I'm like actually trying to read through. Oh. All I'm doing right now is pretty much rezzing people and getting res. But that's okay, because we got, oh look, we've got everybody down.
Tano, extraction is ready. You are running up. Consider
All right.
extraction. Critical life support levels. Extraction.
We're fine, Lotus.
Option.
We're totally fine. We're totally fine. We're gonna be just fine.
Life support has been replenished.
We're gonna be fine. Gav. Gav.
Life support activated.
Tone it down a little bit, buddy. There's no reason we don't have to go to name calling here. Okay? That's one thing there's really no reason for that. I don't know what I haven't been able to actually read the issue that's going on in the chat right now, unfortunately, so I can't really say what definitively is going on, but just keep the name calling down. There's no reason for it. Doesn't really help anything. Doesn't solve any type of problems or anything else. Usually only makes the situation worse. Are you gonna die, sir, or not? Nothing wrong with healthy debate. You can have healthy debate all day long. You know, conflicting opinions is what makes everything in this world great. But
On the way.
remember, when you revert to name calling, generally you've lost the argument at that point. Any debater will tell you that. Any master debater will tell you that. And there's no shade here. It's I'm not trying to upset anybody. I just there's reality. There's just reality of things, you know? Like it's always a wonderful thing to be able to disagree on anything, because, you know, at the end of the day,
They could not do this without you.
the disagreements are usually where, like, the best things come from, you know? It's like an idea that gets expounded upon. It's usually like a perspective that one person didn't have, or maybe, you know, if you go into any type of situation like that with an open mind, you come out of it with the answers to anything. But when you get into name calling, that's whenever it all kinds of go to hell, you know? It just goes there. All right, I'm going. We did our hour. I feel confident about this now. Even though, like, I probably really shouldn't, because you know, it wasn't the best survival I've ever owned on, I've ever been a part of. Oh, yeah, yes, good job. Just throw that around. Get some fire up in there. Nice, very nice. I like it. I'm just gonna stay invisible for as long as I can.
Another job well executed.
Well, it's another hour. We actually completed 2 hours today, so that's pretty good. Like, could it be said that we're getting a little bit better at this? Because, like, we've done the random streams, and I have failed miserably. And this stream in particular, like, I would say, although I wouldn't say I played as bad with Ash, My Excalibur work was, you know, it was borderline brutal, but we made it. That's saying something. I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good stuff. Huh. That's two. I mean, we did the index, and obviously we weren't able to achieve the goal of John Prodman, which I'm hoping that one day we will be able to do this. I will feel like what it's like to be able to walk around my ship and look and see a beautiful John Prodman autograph. Maybe there? I don't know. We'll find a special spot. $25% of the time? I think that's kind of a low estimate, don't you think? I'd have been in the 35s to 40s.
Operator?
But here's the thing.
Pun?
In the past, I have done better, and we have failed the survival. So maybe the secret to Warframe is just playing with better people. Or better than me, at least. So it essentially, like, if I can just pair myself up with the best people every single time, I'd never have a problem. It's nice and easy. All right, Justin, I appreciate it, bud. Thank you for joining me in. Actually, at this point, I think we're gonna cut the stream for the day. We got 2 survivals in. I didn't get nearly as much information on Samodeus as I wanted, but again, I think that might be a product too of the fact that there just really isn't a lot of data out there. So although we got to talk a tiny bit about it in the beginning, it didn't really. I'll have to go through some of these comments just to see if there's anything, you know, that I can take away from it that I didn't get in my original script. But you know, for those who did offer up some stuff, I appreciate you doing that. That is the topic of my next video that I'm actually working on right now. So hopefully very soon that will be out, and we'll get a little bit of information on Samodeus, a little bit on the Cephalons, and then some speculation, because that's what I love to do most whenever I start digging into the lore. I can never let the lore just stay. You know? I can never just talk about the lore and not let it go without me making some kind of conjecture about what might happen or what could happen later. You know, that's just how I go. So of course I can't do it any different this time. Yeah, and that's the other thing. And the reason why I want to, hey, thanks for coming, subs. I appreciate it. Oh, okay. But yeah, like the reason why I wanted to bring this stream up and the reason why the video is coming out is because they have talked about recently that we're going to get information on Samodeus and the Cephalons, like, and how they go a little bit more in the sacrifice quest. So I figured like it was a really good time to be a primer. So if you are a sub of the channel and you do enjoy the videos, when that thing does come about, whenever that part of, oh my God. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Sure. Give me 1 second here. But at any rate, guys, thank you so much for, look what I'm getting. Thank you so much for joining the stream today. I very much appreciate it. Look out for the video. It should be coming out this week here, hopefully earlier in the week, but it all depends on when exactly we're going to be able to get everything looking right. So, as I said, thank you very much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Please take care of yourself. If you're not doing anything to... Whoa. What's that? I gotta go. But if you're not doing anything tomorrow around noon, come see some Monster Hunter. All right? I talk at y'all later. Take care. Bye.